are knocking aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Who's that? Blue black. Check smash.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check you. Right, 60. Never. Right.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, C.D.? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both...
This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield, close to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 22.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. But the Vikings hit 4 and 6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Boye Mafe in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Seahawks 14, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
After the sack on first down, Griffin. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Griffin. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing again on second down. Griffin. This one caught by Isabella. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the work potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Ball again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 middle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Red, cycle. Ready.
2nd and 6. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Set, ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Good, 52. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Amari Cooper. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 21. Vikings 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Griffin now to throw on third down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the double.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
10. Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
6, 11. Hey,
They'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
ready.
Back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown, 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roll him down the field, and a nice dart gets up the first down, and then some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
They timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Steal. Check steal. Hey, no steal. Real green. Black ultra. Hey, blue.
Back to throw again. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. We'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ultra.
2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ready.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
10 seconds.
They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Blue strike.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try to run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 27, Griffin. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll give to Hall. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
At the 50-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Let's go now. Smash, red. Hey, check mega. Strike, strike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ben, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On play action, they'll throw. Dance into his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Field, flat. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Roster, 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
Touchdown, Vikings! Bruce Hall, 75 yards. Well, the Vikings have won a one-score game again here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive, a quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Only gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, he's not going to get there. That one will be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Griffin. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 24-yard line. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field with that hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least 1 tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hall want to give up the middle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Griffin steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Jordan Davis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Out of the gun, Griffin. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here we go. It's Griffin on fourth down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost like that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not running sidelines, dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Hall again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.